Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodio. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Jason Aaron's run on Wolverine and the X-Men. We're going to cover issues 19 to 24. And what I really liked about this issue is that the main premise of the story, I hated it. I really don't like, we have the X-Men having the fight against the Frankenstein monster. I really don't like when they use Frankenstein, Dracula, any type of werewolf. For some reason, it's just a big turnoff for me, but they make the story work. I gave the story a chance. And that's always my recommendation for anyone that reads anything. Is like, give the story a chance. Try to plow through it. Maybe the first part you're not going to be interested, but the writer might win you over, or the director if it's a movie, or the musician. And Jason Aaron actually pulled it off. Like, I'm very invested and intrigued on how this story is resolved with Frankenstein. Again, I hate it when they use classic Universal monsters. So at first, honestly, Wolverine started up the school. This series in general, it's pretty cartoony or over the top. It might turn off some readers. At least I really liked it. I really liked the whole angle of Wolverine being the headmaster of the school. Like, he went through a lot of sick and complicated stuff when he was on X-Force. Like, that sort of broke Wolverine. He goes into this more mentor type of role. So now we have Kitty Pryde. She's running the school. She's looking for professors. So in issue 19, she's going through all the professors. It's pretty hilarious. We have Blade presenting himself to teach the kids about the occult and fighting vampires. Also, we have Broom, got shot in the head. Also, during this run, the main villains of this story, because there's a lot of focus on the young New Mutants, is that the main bad guys are this new Hellfire Club that they're all kids and they're all psychopaths. And I loved those kids, especially Cade Kilgore, the leader. Basically, we can't have Wolverine killing kids. So that was like a pretty interesting dynamic because these kids were evil as hell. They're killing people left and right. They're causing tons of trouble. The stuff they did actually led to the schism between Wolverine and Cyclops. Other characters that present themselves as teachers is Damon Hellstrom, Puck, Sasquatch, Longshot, Dr. Nemesis. During this time, Paige Gither was having issues with her powers. I loved the whole story arc with Toad. That he's never really accepted in the school. He's just a janitor, and everyone's sort of shitting on him. But he wants to prove himself. He's seeking validation from the X-Men. He's in love with Paige. Paige, during this time that she's not really herself, she sort of falls in love or gives mixed signals to Toad. And so that whole story arc, it's pretty heartbreaking, like poor Toad. So Warren Worthington, who was brought back from the dead with the Life Seed, I don't remember too much, like he got killed in the X-Force series. He's back, taking control of his company. The other professors, Gorilla Man, Deadpool is also, like, all the guys I mentioned are not accepted as professors. Werewolf by Night. Chambers refused, and Chambers like, hey, I do work here already. In issue 20, we have this young girl, not a girl, she's like in her late teens, early 20s. She changes into this like were-shark. So Archangel or Angel, I'm not sure what name he's going by during this time, wants to recruit her to the X-Men. At the same time, Mystique and the new Silver Samurai arrive. This is one of the things I didn't like about the series, that they're working sort of fast and loose with Mystique's powers. Like the way she stretches and uses her powers, turns her hands into weapons, stuff like that. I feel that that's really not within Mystique's power set, but like their powers are whatever the writers want, but they're sort of like not working for me. And this new Silver Samurai too, like I don't know where the hell he comes from, but I don't find him to be too interesting. So let's get to the main story. So we have Cade Kilgore. He's creating his like anti-mutant hate school, the Hellfire School. And the teachers are Lord Deathstrike, hey Wendigo, Sauron. I can't remember the name of this guy. This guy was really cool. Lady Mojo, who looks really awesome. Master Pandemonium. The X-Men get kidnapped. All the professors brainwashed into working in a circus. And people that go into the circus are getting their souls ripped from their bodies by this evil witch. The whole premise is really stupid, but they make it work. We have within the circus, the monster Frankenstein, he's hunting down all the descendants of Dr. Frankenstein, killing him. Like, I remember Frankenstein's monster popping up in other series, and also in the Howling Commandos, like being a good guy. Here, no, he's a straight up villain. He wants to kill everyone. He tracks down one of the descendants, is actually working in the Hellfire Club in the New Inner Circle. He's like this evil brat. But the compelling part of this story is that this young Frankenstein grew up alone. He's also started experimenting with corpses, and we actually learn about his tragic story. And it doesn't justify how evil the kid is, but it does add a lot of weight to the story, and that's what makes this story work. Also, there's a lot of gore and blood in Jason Aaron's work. It's sort of his thing. It seemed to be a big part of his Thor series. This series too, there's like some moments like you might see a head explode or something like that. But this whole story with Frankenstein, they're able to sell it, even though it's pretty long too. It's a couple issues. It's like 3 or 4 issues long. The X-Men having to deal with Frankenstein's monster and this insane circus. They're all tied to Azazel, who is Nightcrawler's father. This crazy witch also is tied to Azazel and the winding ways and all of that. They were able to sell me the story in that. At no moment it felt like a struggle to go through these pages. Like, I was very engaged with the story. So if you haven't read Wolverine and the X-Men, it might be a turnoff. Again, like, they jump the shark a lot. Like, Jason Aaron's able to jump the shark a couple times in each one of his story arcs and get away with it. He's pretty good. Like, he's like Jerry Duggan in that aspect. But he does a really good job. The story, the whole run, Wolverine and the X-Men, at least for me, was really solid. They introduced new characters, new villains, new mutants. So, see you guys next time. Bye.